Hadouken!
Round one. Round one.
Hadouken!
Sounds so sick. Alright, your boy CK here, playing some Street Fighter V. Now, I got this mainly because it was on sale, so I didn't pay full price for this because I knew how bad it was. Well, I shouldn't say how bad it is. No, the game was lacking features. So I've only had this for maybe about a day and a half, and I'll show you what I mean here. So here's story mode. Now, I know they're coming out with the story mode, like, later, sometime this week, I think, but, yeah, so I played this maybe for, like, 5 or 6 hours yesterday, completed everyone's story. Literally, they only take, like, 20 to 30 minutes to complete, not even that sometimes. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly.
There is no way to
Bisons,
stop it.
some of these have only, like, 2 to 3 fights on them. And then Laura's, I think, is, like, one of the longest. She's got, like, 5. So, not too bad. Some of the cutscenes are actually kind of nice in some of these. I mean, they're not actual fully fleshed out cutscenes with, like, characters talking for the most part. They're just drawn backgrounds with them talking, but they do a good job, at least with the backstory. From what I can tell, we're building up from what the updates are going to release on the game anyways, from what I can see, so that's not too bad. But other than that, there's really not that many single-player options. I mean, you know, mainly people, they say if you're going to buy this, buy it for online, and they're pretty much right from what I see, because, I mean, there's plenty of online matching stuff, but, you know, single-player, you've only got story and survival. There's no actual arcade mode or a ladder mode where you just fight against opponents and, you know, get an ending or anything. It's just story mode, which is a couple of fights with each character that let out some backstory, and then there's survival, which is more of like a time attack mode, honestly, in my opinion, with some kind of neat features put in there. So they're supposed to be releasing Balrog and Ibuki, I think, or Ibuki, or however you pronounce her name, I think, in a couple of days, but I'm kind of excited to play Ibuki. The cool thing I do like about this game, though, is you actually don't have to buy the characters with real money if you don't want them. You can earn what you call fight money by completing the modes, and when they become available, you know, you can obviously purchase them here. You know, you can buy all the costumes. Some of these you actually can earn yourself without buying them, I believe. Some of them you do have to buy. You can also earn colors. That's just traditional things that you would expect. And then there's also stages you can buy. I just bought this one. It take me too long to save up. Maybe 5 or 6 modes with a couple of characters. Probably took like 2 hours, maybe. So that's kind of cool. Once the game actually gets updated later on, I guess, and they add more things, supposedly from what they've said, I can see that being a kind of cool feature. I do like not having to actually pay more money, like the previous iterations. You know, normally they just update the game every year, so you'd have to buy a new version. So that is a great idea. Other than that, though, I'm not really a big fan of trials or anything, so that's not really for me. The survival mode, like I said, is really the only single-player component there is once you finish, you know, story mode besides online. So I guess I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. I guess I should go to normal mode. Easy mode for everyone has 10 stages you have to clear. Normal mode, from what I see down there, says 30. Hard has 50, and then extreme has 100 now. I think there's actually a hell mode, as you can see there. After you beat extreme, I know that opens up. I don't know how many fights that is, but that is a mode you can unlock. So let me go into normal mode here. Honestly, there's only like 4 new characters. Some of these return from the older games. You know, most of these you're going to recognize from Street Fighter 2, like Ryu, Ken, Cammy, Chun-Li, Bison, Vega, Dhalsim, Zangief, and Alex is, well, Guile, I should say. Alex is from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and I believe that's the only one besides Ibuki that's coming out from Street Fighter 3. Some characters from the Alpha series make their debuts in this, though, like Birdie, Karen, Armika, or Armika, I should say. And I believe that's it. And then the new characters here, you've got a Rashid, Laura, Fang, and Nikali. Now, I'm a really big fan of these two. Nikali's really cool, but he does do charge moves, which I'm not really a big fan of because I don't actually play with the arcade stick, so they are really hard to pull off for me, honestly. Same for Fang. He seems really cool, because every attack you hit with him applies a poison, it seems like, on someone. I don't know how long it lasts, but yeah, all his moves are basically charge moves, so I can't really play him that well. Not that I'm saying he's a bad character, but I just can't personally play him. Same for Guile. He's actually got a couple new moves that you can actually use normal inputs through. I'm trying to think what they would call them. They're not charge moves, but they're just normal roll moves, I guess you should say, or normal inputs. But I do like some changes, like Vega's normally known as a charge character, but most of his moves you can actually pull off with the regular inputs, so I do like that. Same with Nash. Nash, I was expecting him to be a charge character, but he's actually pretty much the version. If you don't like charge characters, you can play him and be like Guile, so I do like that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get into this.
Wanna try it?
I don't know how many colors you actually can unlock, or you have to, I'm assuming you have to beat these modes to unlock the rest of them, so I'm gonna go in here and play as Laura. She's one of my favorite characters in the game. She's probably one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter, at least from the day or so that I've played of her. Just really cool character. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu player character. Really cool set. I guess she's the replacement for Blanca because she kind of uses electric moves. Oh, we have a mirror match.
Boom! That's how you start the fight and finish it quickly.
Now, one thing I do wish they would have that some fighting games have, like Mortal Kombat, mainly just them, I'm assuming, is different intros. You know, that's something they could work on, I think. But I guess that's kind of like nitpicky, honestly. You know, like, if you're gonna like try to copy some fighting games, at least try to like add some nice stuff that you may not have used before, like that. Having different intros and things, you know, that's makes the game a little bit more interesting instead of seeing the same thing over and over. Makes me not want to skip, you know, seeing what they have to say. Yeah, real quick here, this is what I was talking about. The challenge mode, like I said, essentially like time trial. You try to beat the characters as fast as possible, your fights as fast as possible, and then depending on how you finish the match or how fast you finish them, you do get points every end of the stage, and then you can pick what you'd like to use. You don't have to use any points, obviously, if you don't want, but they do help you, like, recovering your health. You can throw a crow gauge, pretty much anything that's listed here, you know, you can use. You don't have to spend the points, so, but basically it's like a, survival mode is pretty much like a time trial / survival. You can try to beat as fast as possible, but also you can get points to help you win your matches. So I get their idea. I think this is what they were wanting. They were like, let's just not make a arcade mode, considering this is pretty much how an arcade mode is. You just move to different opponents, but let's try to make it more interesting with like a time trial and also some different elements added in. So I get their idea, you know. But yeah, other than that, for now, there's not too much in this game. Unsurprisingly, honestly, game's been out since, came out, what, February? It's end of June here, July, so, anyway, I think it's okay. I didn't pay full price for this game, and honestly, if you're gonna buy it, don't, because like I've shown you, there's not that many modes, and like I said, I beat story mode in like a matter of 4 to 5 hours, and that's actually watching all the cutscenes. I mean, if you actually skip through the cutscenes, it may only take you like an hour and a half to 2 hours, maybe, so, you know, that's pretty bad. Yeah, just thought I'd show off the game here a little bit, stuff for you all. I'm not the greatest Street Fighter player, obviously. Like I said, I don't play with a stick, I play with a controller, so I can't obviously do a lot of execution stuff, but I tried to, as you can see. Laura is a really weird type of character. She is really quick, and doesn't really have any long-range moves, unfortunately, but I like her quickness, and I do like how you can kind of chain her grapples together. But yeah, you don't have to input any crazy moves. She pretty much has like Ryu's like set of moves of how you would perform her moves. So yeah, it's pretty cool. As far as like backstory and everything, like I said, Laura is definitely my new favorite character. She just kind of fits into the groove, and she's awesome. And I'm gonna try to pull off her special if I can here. To finish this small little video out. He wasn't that awesome.
I took this round.
Alright guys, that's pretty much the video. I'm going to try to finish this mode out. If you'd like to see any other small video reviews or just me playing games or anything in general, you know, just comment or, you know, check out the channel. Anything you'd like to do, just leave me a message here. CKL. Talk to y'all later.